Live from WSLS, this is 10 News at 6, working for you.
Tonight, a summer storm threat. Now at 6, we give you a live look from our Roanoke Skycam. We'll explain how the weather could impact your weekend plans. Plus, a pandemic of the unvaccinated leads to fears of yet another surge. The challenges some states tonight are facing in the fight against COVID-19. And
you know, there's more people outside and outdoor spaces now, so there's a lot of people that are out and about. And
an unintended consequence, the steps some are taking to clean up social parks and trails. Good Saturday evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm McKinley Struther. Tonight, we are tracking scattered showers and storms across our region. Earlier today, heavy rain and strong winds moved across Smith Mountain Lake. As you can see in this video from Vitone Farms, it caused some damage to some of the vendor tents at the Farmers Market. Meteorologist Delaney Warden joins us now with who is most at risk. Good evening, Delaney.
Good evening to you. At this time, we have a break from those severe storms, but we are still tracking some very heavy rainfall that is continuing to push off towards the east and even a little bit towards the northeast. This can be a little bit more dangerous when it comes to these storms because they're tracking over the same area for quite some time, meaning they have the potential for some flooding. Notice as this line is tracking towards the east, it's actually getting a little bit stronger. We actually have a frontal boundary here. That mixing of cool and moist air is just causing the potential for some severe storms. So we'll have to watch this very closely. Strong storms extending throughout areas just to the west of Lexington. In fact, that'll be moving over that 81 corridor here shortly. So make sure you are keeping a close eye on radar. If you're traveling tonight, Floyd, you're starting to pick up on a stronger storm. Also, a lot of lightning associated with some of our storms for this evening. So keep an eye on that, and even some damaging wind gusts. Now we look live now to our Skycam over in Blacksburg. And if you look there off in the distance, you can actually see some of that rain that is approaching Blacksburg. Excuse me. We'll have to watch this very closely. There is still the potential for some severe storms here over the next few hours, so make sure you download your WSLS 10 weather app. McKinley?
State police tonight need your help finding a missing elderly woman. We're told Lola Mallory was last seen early this morning in Spotsylvania, possibly headed to Louisa. The 78-year-old is driving a 2001 gold Honda Accord with the Virginia plates you see there on your screen. We also have that on our website. State police say she suffers from cognitive impairments, so her health and safety is at risk. You may want to keep masks nearby. The U.S. health officials have major concerns tonight as the now dominant variant of the coronavirus continues to lead to an increase in cases. And as Chris Pallone explains, the problem is many are not getting vaccinated.
Not even fully vaccinated legislators are immune to the effects of COVID-19. A group of Democratic Texas state lawmakers who fled to Washington, D.C. this week to deny Republicans a voting quorum confirmed Saturday 3 of their members are now COVID positive.
So we are being very cautious and judicious in our approach, and we're going to make sure that we don't expose anyone.
Over the past week, new cases in the U.S. have risen 70%, COVID hospitalizations up 36%, driven by the highly infectious Delta variant, and one group is disproportionately affected.
This is becoming a pandemic of the unvaccinated.
The government says more than 99% of people dying from COVID now are not vaccinated. In Los Angeles County, California, health officials are trying to slow infections by making everyone wear masks indoors, regardless of vaccination status, even though the sheriff there says he doesn't have the resources to enforce it.
10 steps forward, like 20 steps backwards.
It is going backwards. Not really. We really don't want that.
Other California cities are recommending people wear masks indoors again. In Nevada, hospital intensive care units are filling up. Patients are younger than in previous surges, and the vast majority are non-vaccinated.
Unvaccinated people going out with the city reopening and getting sick. And with some of these variants, it's passing much more efficiently, and people are getting much sicker than last year.
The federal government has sent 100 workers to Nevada to help increase the pace of vaccinations, and that's key. The nation's top disease experts say mask wearing helps, but it's getting most people vaccinated, which will end the pandemic. Chris Pallone, NBC News.
We're less than a week out from the Tokyo Olympics, and now the first positive COVID-19 case has been identified in the athletes' village. Organizers say the infected person received a negative result at the airport, but then tested positive during a screening yesterday. They have been isolated at the hotel. No word on which country they're from or whether they've been vaccinated. There have now been a total of 45 infections linked to the summer games. During the pandemic, parks and outdoor venues gained more attraction, but the increase in footprints also also means more trash being left behind. Tonight, 10 News reporter Alexis Davila tells us how crucial the community's help truly is.
A dozen of Roanoke citizens signed up Saturday morning to get a little dirty to help the environment, sliding on gloves and grabbing trash bags. People spread out at Washington Park and searched Lick Run Greenway up and down to pick up any trash. Volunteers had to dig deep to collect all the cigarette butts and food wrappers left behind. As a member of Roanoke Valley's Troop 51G, Rochelle Moran says you can find her on most days collecting litter.
This is my community, and I feel like if I come out here younger, then, it'll be something I become passionate about and hopefully continue in my future, and I definitely see myself doing that. So,
in 3 hours, the volunteers collected about 10 full bags of trash. A big help for the city's Parks and Recreation Department.
The Parks Department is super busy, and those folks are super dedicated and great folks, but yeah, all the help that we can get is greatly appreciated.
Wolf also helps maintain trails in Roanoke County and is noticing more trash accumulating on popular trails like McAfee Knob Trail. She says volunteers have removed odd items like Christmas trees and a couch from the trail. But to see more people take time to make a difference warms Moran's heart.
To see the whole community pitching in a little bit, that just means the world to me. See that other people care.
The next cleanup day will be at Wasena Park next week. In Roanoke, Alexis Davila, 10 News, working for you.
A popular vacation spot in our region tonight pushing back against a proposed mine safety research facility. Staff at Snowshoe Mountain Resort took to Facebook to voice their concerns with this video about the federal testing site in Mace, West Virginia. They say that while important, the underground test lab along the border of the property will have a negative impact on the environment, along with the growth rate on the mountain.
This project will jeopardize our recreation and tourism economy. We have 1 million tourist visits a year here in Pocahontas County to enjoy these clean rivers, healthy forests, dark skies, and fresh air.
They posted a letter online where they're asking for signatures to ask elected representatives and the CDC to move that facility away from this location. More news ahead. A major pandemic restriction dropped at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, which you can expect for your next visit. Plus, deadly and disastrous flooding in Western Europe. The two countries hit the hardest by the rising waters.
WSLS 10 News, the proud winner of 2 2021 Emmy Awards for Best Daytime Newscast and Best Evening Newscast.
The floods in Europe have left dozens dead and hundreds missing so far. Large-scale rescue efforts are continuing amid rising water, landslides, and power outages. More than 90 people died in the town of Ahrweiler, Germany alone, making it the deadliest area affected by the flooding, not only in the country, but across that entire continent. Many are now starting to clean up as the water recedes, with crews going home to home looking for survivors.
The chaos is so big that a lot of people don't know where is my family member, where's my friend. They're trying to get them, reach them, but you don't have power. Then the connection network was broken here.
Scary situation, and the scenes are heartbreakingly similar in Belgium, where today the Prime Minister and President of the European Commission surveyed that damage.
Devastating to see the destruction here, and of course I would predict people just trying to start to clean up, but of course there's also an enormous amount of solidarity from the European neighbors.
She went on to say that they need to do more to fight climate change to prevent these kind of disasters.
Your local weather authority, always watching and tracking for you from the JES Weather Center.
It's been a busy day here at home, tracking severe storms since about 12:30 earlier today that originated back towards Southside, even portions of the New River Valley. But we've also brought in some storms from our west, and you're seeing that now really just along that 81 Parkway. We'll be watching that pushing off towards the east and slowly northeast. Definitely some heavy rain embedded with this. Also a lot of lightning, and keep in mind we could also be dealing with some gusty winds as we go throughout the rest of this evening, and it pushes off towards the east. east. The good news is this line is moving much faster than what we saw earlier, meaning our flooding threat is going to be a little bit lower. Fincastle, you're picking up on some of that heavy rain, and again, this is going to be crossing over 81 here pretty shortly. We see that we travel up towards the north. Lexington starting to pick up on some of that heavier rain. The further west that you head, we don't have as much instability, so we just have some light to at times moderate rainfall. The reason that this line is so much stronger is because it is along that frontal boundary, which is going to be bringing us some cooler temperatures. I'll have more details here in just a moment. Floyd also picking up on some stronger storms, and we also have to watch North Carolina. That's where some of the storms are moving in from, bringing us some heavy rain. Now for the rest of this evening, again, that pushes off towards the east. 10 p.m. we're still seeing some rain, but our severe threat is going to be much lower. In fact, it'll really start to diminish once the sun sets. We head into Sunday lunchtime. Things are looking quiet. We're going to be seeing some sunshine, very much like what we've dealt with here over the past few days. That heating, that humidity is going to allow for more storms to get fired up. This time, though, it's going to be staying mostly south of 460. If you live further north, the rain chances for you are looking to be a lot lower. We'll have to watch the potential for some stronger severe storms. However, I think that this threat for tomorrow is going to be lower than what we've been seeing for today. Just some heavy rain at times embedded within this. We head into Monday, a similar situation. Most of that rain does look to be focused south of 460 heading into Monday afternoon. However, I think if you live a little bit further north, you maybe have a little bit better chance on Monday as opposed to Sunday. Rain chances will remain isolated to at times widely scattered here over the next few days. Finally seeing a chance or a break from that rain coming in on Thursday. So if you want to get outside, Thursday is going to be the day to do so. We're getting you a live look from our sky cam over in Blacksburg, and you see that right there. That's actually a rain shaft there off in the distance nearby. You look just off towards the west, not seeing any rain. So it's kind of a cool picture there. Our temperatures are ranging from the 70s to the 80s, really a variety of temperatures out there because of that rain, cooling some of us off a lot quicker. 71 in Lewisburg, 87 back towards Roanoke, and 79 at the moment over in Smith Mountain Lake. Tonight's temperatures will drop down into the 60s and 70s by tomorrow morning. This is pretty warm for this time of year. Also still dealing with some of that humidity, but your 3-day zone forecast. Take a look at what our temperatures do tomorrow. We have not been in the 80s for many of us here over the past several days. So we're going to be feeling cooler. Humidity is going to be feeling a little bit lower too for the Lynchburg area. Rain chances are sticking around. They're going to be fairly isolated here through about Wednesday. Again, Thursday is going to be a little bit quieter for us, but then those temperatures, they are going to be climbing right back up, lower 90s by the time we get to the second half of the work week. Yeah. Finally, for the Roanoke Valley, we're seeing a similar situation, those temperatures lower.
A lot of people say when it's hot like this and there's a lot of humidity, hairspray is their best friend. Yeah. For someone like me who don't really carry around the hairspray, I would say that an umbrella, my best friend for the next few days.
Yes, definitely have your umbrella handy, but until then, Thursday, if you want to get outside, start planning.
All right, thank you so much. All right, Appy, what we have in sports?
All right, here we come. The Xfinity cars battled it out on the Magic Mile this afternoon, and the big guns were firing at the Open Championship. How round 3 settled out. That and more is coming. Sports is next.
Ahead for us, a summer of delays at the nation's airports. What's causing the dramatic rise in interrupted travel plans? Plus, a kidnapping stopped in progress. How one mom saved her son from being taken in broad daylight. Those stories and more ahead on Nightly News.
Indeed, here's your leaderboard. Top 3 battling throughout the day. And props to Blacksburg's own Lonto Griffin. Makes the cut, then cards a 2-under round today to move up to a tie for 25th. We'll keep an eye on him tomorrow. Last week, 10 Sports premiered a new web series, Around the Way with EJ. Our own Eric Johnson aims to bring positivity through motivational stories from those in and around the Valley. This week, he runs down Patrick Henry grad Leroy Thomas. Thomas was a letterman in basketball and football for the Patriots and has since gone on to suit up on the field for VMI. He made an immediate impact his freshman season for the Keydets, even earning conference honors.
Being a freshman coming into college, I just wanted to give my all to be able to step on the field and play. I was given an opportunity early due to an injury from one of the upperclassmen. Not saying it's a good thing, but I mean, it helped me, I would say, set a place to where I think I needed to be.
Indeed, like many, Thomas has also faced challenges, including recent injuries. Tune in Sunday at 7 on WSLS.com as he shares his motivation to get back and fight for the childhood dream. That's this Sunday on Around the Way with EJ. Your news and notes. NBA Finals Game 5 tonight. Salem and Lynchburg in action, assuming we're not dodging any more showers. And the former Hokie Mark Lawrence tied for the lead at 8 under after 2 rounds of the State Open of Virginia.
We hope to see you back here tonight. NBC Nightly News is next.
If you